already at your place of work, it's a pleasure to have you join us today, Wednesday, 29th of July, on today's review of newspaper headlines, editorials, and analysis here on Sobi 101.9 FM, Excellence on the Hill. We have a very packed day for you. I am Mayo Walawal, and with me in the studio is, of course, in fact, I'll let her introduce herself.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think you did greet me well when you said wherever you are. So I'm here. So it means that the other one has covered for me as
Well,
well.
if you say so.
Yes, I do say so, Maya. It's always a pleasure to have you here with me on the show. You know why you do it, but I'm not going to say that. But I'm still happy to see you again.
Okay,
Yes,
thanks
I am
so much.
Ayobola Anila Aliyu.
Okay, there you have it from my well, and of course in the studio we have our analyst, the Dr. Afiz Tosin Sulaiman. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing
I hope
good.
you are fine.
I'm doing good.
Good
Thanks
morning
so
to our
much.
listeners as well.
Thank
you
you.
so
Good
much.
morning. That's the ever gentle starter.
Yeah.
But the moment you just keep
Going to
going, then
it,
it's another
it takes it
haywire.
off. Yes, and you too can take it off by calling into the studio. The numbers to call are 091242211019, or you can call 0805-1899-241. Let's get going with this. We have a lot to go over, and even if we have to start, we have to start from this one. This one, appeal court nullifies order for deregistration of ADC for others. Some people saw this coming, and in the words of the appeal court, that deregistration of ADC and four others was judicial rascality. It's not often we see it's not the apex court in this instance, the Supreme Court, but it's the appeal court. It's not often we see them use such superlatives for cases of this magnitude. What do you think is the reason why it was adjudicated in the way it was?
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate you again for having me and Mrs. Aliu.
Yes, thank
And
you.
I want to thank our listeners at home. She said I'm a gentle starter. Well, probably I love following Yoruba proverb that said, "Ibi pelebe Latin mode."
Oh, really?
So you
Okay.
start from the gentle mode and
And
then
you
increases
increase your
as
velocity.
yes, as the thing goes. So thank you very much now for that gentle compliment. I'm not going to rather talk about what led to what the appeal court has described as judicial rascality. Well, the use of words I don't think is new. Courts who are above each other in jurisdiction are put in that place to probably checkmate each other, and that is why we have even a God judgment checkmating that of the Supreme Court. So, but what I would rather speak from the commoner aspect, from the societal aspect, and of course I will now talk about what we should be expecting. And what am I saying? There are sensitivity to issues like this, and I'm happy that when the whole deregistration started, things did not escalate out of hands. You understand? I was not expecting that, to be frank. You have registered them, one thing has led to the other. In fact, there are sometimes you weigh the consequences, even when you know that this is law. And I have a colleague that always use the word, we return to law when there is no love. But in this instance, I just think what is happening is because you look at the political undertone, because at that time there was insinuation that the current president is trying to destabilize, and of course because he is combining both politics and governance, which is not new. Once you are a governor, you are a president, we are entrusting with the two, the politics side and the governance side. So, and that is what has led to this. But where I'm looking forward to, and I've always used this opportunity to advocate for it, is when we have instances where even the governor, the president, may not necessarily have to combine governance with politics. And how do I mean? We can start by, for once, how many ideologies do we have? The parties we have in Nigeria is enough to take care of whatever ideology that you may have. But the reason why we are having many parties and so many parties is because party system in Nigeria is just window-dressly addressed as having ideology. But in the main instance, it is basically on interest. And interest, we can have as many interests as how many people we have in this country. So if care is not taken, we may have more than more than 1 million party if we are going by interest. But when you come to ideology, from all instances, ideology can be grouped. We have more than enough party that can take care of ideology. If you are progressive, we have a party for you. If you are a Democrat, you have a party for that. If you are a social person, you have. In fact, we even have variety of being a Democrat. You understand? We have if it's people democratic. We have that for you. We have Zenith. We have all sorts of Democrat. And when it comes to progressive, we have all sorts. We have all progressive. You understand? We have social this. So even we have Labour. So no matter how your ideology may want to be, you understand? We have a party that can take care of that. That is one. Now the problem we are having is that by the time we now have parties who are truly loyal, who are truly party based, then who are truly ideological based, we will not have what will be balanced, and we may not have all this party. We may not even have the issue of jumping. In fact, if we can achieve that, we'll solve half of our problem. There will be no issue with jumping from one party to the other. There will be no issue of one person being. We have instances that people are alleging that in some instances, in some places, there were no primary. We have all these allegations. It will be eradicated because it will be based on party. And one thing about party, I keep saying it, we will achieve that if a party is no longer seen as a welfare package where you go there and take your own. Where for you to be a member of a party, you have to contribute your resources. As long as one person is the one financing the resources, then we have this problem.
I can see you're already taking off. Your flight is taking off, but we'll have to stop you right there because we have to go on this short commercial break. When we return, we'll talk more. Don't go away. Stay with us.
Is it blinking red? Is it showing red yet? I be advert yet to jump. Okay, so now there's 8:55. Are you? Let me.
I was very 40.
Somebody I told you that it's been doing. Busy online. Good morning. Sorry, I was live and I couldn't talk.
Welcome back from that short break. If you're just tuning in, this is Sobi 101.9 FM, and of course, it's today's review of newspaper headlines, editorials, plus analysis on Sobi 101.9 FM. I am Mayo Lawal, we have Ayobola Aliyu, and of course, Dr. Afiz Tosin Suleiman. Let's just go ahead, and if you want to be a part of the program, the numbers to call are 0912422119, or you can call 08051899 Let's get on with that. Would you like to conclude on your thoughts on the appeal court's judgment?
On the court judgment, I think at least it will, in some instance, put arrest the front and back about the party. We don't know what will happen if the case is still going to Supreme Court. But if I would just say it, I would just say they should just let the sleeping dog lie.
Really? All right, so let's move on to another headline here. And we have federal government overshoots borrowing limit as new debt reaches 12.62 trillion naira. And this is just for the fourth quarter of the year 2024. Now, I want to ask, first of all, as a Nigerian, how do you actually feel when you just keep hearing about your debt profile, whether they are local or international? When you just keep hearing this, how does this actually all go with you?
Thank you very much. Well, as a Nigerian, before now, maybe I will be disturbed, but right now, I'm honestly speaking, I'm not disturbed.
Are you getting used to it?
No. It's not the issue of getting used to it. It's because I'm now inclined with some realization,
Okay.
and which is the fact that the kind of economy we are operating, we must borrow. It is designed for us to borrow. In fact, if we stop borrowing, we may create more problems to ourselves. You understand? So there are organizations we have belonged to, there are agencies, there are some partnership. We appreciate that they are even dangling money in our front that they really want us to borrow. Our case is just the economy we are practicing is a case of you opening a digital. I don't want to mention any name, but opening a digital account or a digital wallet, and if you are not careful, you will be receiving some unsolicited messages asking you that, oh, congratulations, your credit limit has increased. Congratulations, you can come for this. They will even commercial bank will advise you that don't worry, we know you have this bid. Don't worry, before your salary comes, you can borrow money. So the temptation will be there. So it depends on how disciplined you are as a person. But if you are somebody who also believe in the kind of economy Nigeria is practicing, then you start borrowing. You know, there are people who even believe that you cannot be rich without borrowing. There are instances where say for you to be rich, it depends on your credit, how they call it, your credit credibility or something. That how much people can actually
credit
borrow.
worthiness.
Credit what? Worthiness, something like that. So, and I've seen instances where countries that we are role modeling, we are following, are actually big borrowers. A good example of it is the United States of America. In fact, their borrowing is in billions, you understand? Maybe trillions, God knows. So, and they even borrowed in something that they but what I am always concerned about, and I like people asking me when it comes to borrowing, Nigeria borrowing, or our credit, whatever, is what we are borrowing for. What are we actually using it for? By the time we start borrowing and we are not spending it on capital projects, then it becomes a problem. Because any money we borrow now, we don't have anything to show. I would make an example of an individual also. You are borrowing money to do maybe.
I told you.
The new level be that too. This new MTN sachet.
855 lawyer call
for me.
So the best. This is 840. 44.
They follow you like you.
The one for 840 is the one that went now.
To start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load down, talk, they go.
Is it okay to make fun about Tupac? Let's have a call.
That's all they do. I don't know if he did that to Feli though. Not to do younger. That's what you. I need to say that's what it is. It was supposed to show you. No, it was supposed to show you 845. Even that 840 showed you didn't play. And normal. Even normal. During review, whether you look schedule, or you no look schedule, our normal advert belt is 840, 855, yes. And 910.
It's showing here that ad scheduler event successfully updated at 8:38. 8:38, which means the time was changed.
That's possible. That was what kept happening to us yesterday.
They don't do like this.
Then before it plays, come and show sign.
It didn't show any sign.
I don't. No, the thing is they changed the software that we're using.
Okay.
So this is a new software.
No, it's different. If the time was 8:45,
yeah, if it is, you would know now because you'll be looking at the time and check.
Where is he now? We are on break. Main come.
So that we can blast the hell out of him. Kilo Jilawa. And we are not lose schedule to affect the people.
Now this one ends at 8:50. There's another one for 8:55.
If it doesn't jump.
If it doesn't jump again.
You know, you would have said we are going for a commercial break. Then the commercial will turn to short break.
Short break, no man. I don't even like it at all. I hate when.
Flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Shalatam is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Shalatam from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Shalatam is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new. No smoky party. Smoky flavor. Like your taste buds. You know smoky party.
Enjoy the new Noir Smoky Party Jollof season.
Give me smoky party jollof. Smoky party. still paying 1,250 naira per liter when your neighbors are paying 450 naira per SCM?
Stop losing money. The CNG movement is here. It's safe, it's verified, and it's smarter.
No cash for conversion, no problem. With Money Points MCGC and Credit Corp, you can convert now and pay small while you save big on fuel.
CNG,
Cleaner, safer, affordable, driving Nigeria forward.
visit any PICNG accredited conversion
That's
centers
fine.
today. Visit
that's fine.
www.pci.gov.ng.
Just you know what somebody is saying here? The person had one we were saying, whether sure I hear though, that those machines are tired like Nigeria. Good morning. So Nigeria is tired. This is online. Good morning. Shubham Kumar, good morning to you. Jibitari, good morning. Traore is a footballer that I know.
Gbogbo ọjà tí ṣọ́ọ̀bù káàkiri Nàìjíríà ní irú ṣíkì, jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù, bíìfù àti classic. Zuri ló ṣe kìnnì, Zuri ló lọ́kọ̀.
So we're on break actually. We should go back on air.
This is back to school season. Super FM is giving you the biggest promo of the year. Buy 5 GB advert slots and get 2 absolutely free. Buy 10 slots and get 4 more free. Just like that.
Hello. This is online. This is like the second time I'm seeing your name, right? On my live, I think so. Have you subscribed to my channel?
FM deal is right on time.
Please do so we can be friends. Oh yeah, thank you. So subscribe so that I will be able to follow you back after the program, right? I'm fine, thank you.
08060342608. Again, 08060342608.
So after the break, I may not be able to talk, right? To you, because I'll be on air. It's a live radio, so but after that, I can continue to have a rap. So we are going back.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, this is today's review of newspaper headlines, editorials, and analysis on Toby 101.9 FM with me, Maya Walwa, Ayebola Aliyu, and of course, Dr. Hafiz Tosin Suleiman. Doctor, you were trying to round up on the Nigeria's debt profile. If you could quickly do that before we go on to the next story.
Thank you very much. So, was just giving an instance of somebody who is borrowing to fund a ceremony, you understand, and without having anything substantive to show for it after the whole exercise is done. So, that should not be the case of us as a country where we borrow money for recurrent expenditure. So, when we borrow money, which I think we may not necessarily have to do without, we should borrow it and use it for capital projects and avoid what's it called, stealing as much as possible, and make sure that whatever we borrow, we actually have something good to show for it. I must say that I've seen instances of some borrowing in this country, and I can see what they are using it for. And in fact, I believe if we can achieve that, and as much as it is maybe difficult for us to eradicate corruption and stealing when it comes to implementing a big project like that, but whenever we want to borrow, we should practice what I call purposive borrowing.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's go into the next story. There's this one that says Tinubu must stay. Students start TikTok challenge to celebrate Nelfund upkeep payment, and this is in tune with what you said about borrowing. And now students are, I think there was a backlog in terms of payments for the allowances. Now they paid back those backlogs, and students are on social media even talking about Tinubu must stay. This Nelfund, how important is it to students?
I don't think we have enough time to discuss that, honestly, because topics like this are very sensitive that if we don't have time, people may misconstrue what I'm trying to say. But I'll be as brief as possible, hoping that we do not just take me for every of my words, because I may not have the opportunity of explaining everything in detail. But let me go straight like this. One, higher education is very, very expensive. I have my reservation for that. and I am not an hypocrite. I enjoy subsidized higher education. If I tell you the amount I pay for when I was in College of Education Kotongora, and I tell you how much I pay is ridiculously low. When I was in University of Ilorin, it's still very, very low. And even my degree at Kwara University, considerably low compared to the actual cost of all this degree. So, but when I hear what people before me actually pay, that is still very, very low. And what people are paying now is higher than what I paid. But even what people are paying now is still considerably low compared to the actual cost of higher education. For you to have a true glance of what higher education can cost, you can look at our private university and look at the average cost per course basis. You understand? Some in public universities, some courses are even enjoying even subsidized price more than the other. You understand? And this is not available in developed countries. You can fast check it.
Okay, before we go on that, we'll go on the short break. When we come back, we'll talk more.
That's when I was ready to attack you. Yes, you're talking about subsidy not being available in other countries, right? Have you thought about the scholarships and grants? Yes, in their education.
College and grants not for everybody.
And so, I want that, and the scholarship.
No, we have.
Who told you?
We do.
Audio scholarship.
No. We do. But how many of us are applying there? How true are they in giving us?
That's what we are saying. That's why it's audio.
The scholarship and grant there is not government that is giving it. It's bodies. It's company.
Yeah, I know. But
how many countries we have in Kwara State that is giving scholarship? Even as a researcher now, they ask us to be writing for grants. How many grant body do we have in Kwara State in Nigeria? But in the developed countries, there are grant companies everywhere. The government, the community have seen research as a way forward. Look at
although they also have
how many grants are you giving us?
Anti-malaria contains Artemisa and
maybe we don't have to spend it.
favorite disposable tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Shalatam is also available in tablets. Look out malaria in 3 days with Shalatam from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Shalatam is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
But Sobi does CSR.
We don't need toxins.
We do CSR in place of grants. No, CSR, like, there are a lot of services, like, if you're sick, you come with genuine reasons, we'll do your advert, to roll out the advert for you to donate for free. I know the money in place of grants.
You are supposed to do that.
Wow. Okay, missing the lines. Yeah, I will. After the program, I've been trying to. I thought I could actually follow you right away, but or maybe I'm a novice to YouTube. You know, I'm more conversant with Facebook and TikTok. So, but for here, I don't know how to add while I'm live. Only if you can teach me how. I pressed on your name. And I still could not add you. So that means I will subscribe to you after program, right? So I will snap this question. I don't get the name wrong.
Number 1, Ohoro, Taiwo Kenidu Ilorin,
Queen Mother,
255-2292.
Queen Mother, who's that? Me.
And Properties Limited. Abubakar Toyi University.
I'm trying to use my head to cover this, the reflection of the light, so that doesn't reflect into your eyes.
Guidance and prospective students of the newly approved programs at AATU by the National Universities Commission (NUC). The programs approved are Community
What did
Science,
Dayo say?
Public
What did he
Science,
say?
Medical Laboratory Science, Intelligence and Security Studies, Political Science, Public Administration, Mass Communication, Artificial Intelligence, Microbiology, Industrial Chemistry, Medical Physics, Common Law, Common and Islamic Law. Also, our existing programs are in full operation, including IJMB program. Our security network is top-notch. Choose AATU as your first choice and get your admission without stress. For further details, visit www.aatu.edu.ng or call 0816-839-8395 or 0901-979-1412. AAT University, a private, not-for-profit university for global citizenship.
lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà àwọn èèyàn kì í mọ bí dátà wọn ṣe máa ń tètè jó tán èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká wa jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ ẹ sí bó ti ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an kété tí olówó mi bá ti sùn ni màá ti máa ṣe ohun tí kò ní mọ̀ tó bá sì mọ̀ àpẹẹrẹ kí n sáré ṣe auto update nìyẹn tí oorun bá ti wọ̀ lára iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn màá ṣe cloud backup tó bá ti wá fi oorun rẹ̀ sí GR3 gbogbo àwọn apps tó ti ṣí sílẹ̀ lèmi á máa refresh ní tèmi o tó fi dórí àwọn apps tí ó lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ mọ gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lórí ayélujára tí olówó mi bá ti jí ẹgbọ́n tó máa ń wí.
Who understands your
tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe máa ti tọ̀.
the
ṣé
language
mi
that
ò
is
sọ
being
fún ẹ
spoken now on the
Jára
radio?
ẹ̀ má jẹ́ kí fóònù ẹ máa
The
fi data
advert
rẹ ṣe
starts going
ogún.
on.
Ṣe àkíyèsí auto updates pa àwọn apps tí o kò bá nílò nígbàkúùgbà.
ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lásán lèmi o kòkòrò tí ń jẹ dátà ní ìjẹkújẹ fún ẹni tí ò bá ṣe àmójútó dátà rẹ̀.
Jẹ ìgbádùn data rẹ ní pẹ̀lẹ́mù limit 100 MTN.
DJ picture.
Colgate to make fun of our tooth, let's have a talk. Colgate is your teeth on strong, so cover your mouth.
Not to do younger with your
smell, brush your teeth with
That's how we sing adverts here. We are so used to it. We have, I can sing almost all the adverts we have here.
Not to do younger with your smell, brush your teeth.
You know, there's no way I could have sued that person anyway. But you know, just like I was singing here now, you know, I posted the video. So one of those brands now saw that advert, and me singing to the advert. So you get, it's just one of these small brands. So one of them, I screenshot it, I mean, record it. Don't feel sorry, so you know, talking an OAP is even into our software. So I now told my brother, like, hey, let me go and sue them. Why are they using me for? So he now said, "Shebi, I'm the one that posted the public
It's
video.
for public consumption.
You didn't pay me. I would have gotten enough money."
But you are feeling them now. You are feeling them, so
I mean, I was just singing now. It was fun.
I even like, I especially like that Colgate advert and smoky patty.
And there's one that I did with this Hausa guy with MTN.
Yeah.
That one I would just be dancing. People don't know the worth of adverts, or sometimes, you know, people, like when people call you for adverts to create jingles and you tell them it's so amount, we want to use somebody that is good, they just believe that Shebi is just somebody to talk and tell. They don't know that there's some jingles, it will leave a lasting impression, exactly. And by that, they will continue to remember your product.
Yeah.
Mola Jumalo Adeyi, Jumalo Jingle. You know, there's a way he does his own.
It's Kivo Creamer.
Yes, this is back to school season. SuperFM is giving you the biggest promo of the year. Buy 5 Jingle advert slots and get 2 absolutely free. Buy 10 slots and get 4 more.
And then some will go and tell you that, brother, me share jingle, and then they will now come back with 1 minute, a jingle of 1 minute 40 seconds. I'll be like, hey, back to me, is that a jingle?
Let's your brand shine. So the BFM deal is right on time. Buy more and get more. It's true. Let the whole city hear from you. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity today. Visit SuperFM in Lorry today or call 080-60-34-2608. Again, 080-60-34-2608.
You know who they call Queen Mother? There's an actress here.
It's a real deal.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new North Smoky Party. Smoky flavor, that be like your taste buds. New North Smoky Party, Jollof. New North Smoky Party, Jollof. Smoky Party, Jollof.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof seasoning.
Give me North, give me Smoky Party, Jollof. New North Smoky Party, Jollof.
Thank you so much for staying with us. If you're just tuning in, this is today's review of newspaper headlines, editorials, and analysis on Toby 101.9 FM, Excellence on the Hill, with Maya Walawal, Ayobola Leo, and of course, Dr. Afiz Suleiman. Thank you so much, Doctor, for still being with us. And if you want to be a part of the program, you know the numbers to call us are now 422-1019, or you can call 0805-1899-241. So, Doctor, we're talking about the NEL Fund and the TikTok challenges that they've started and that students have started, that Tinubu must stay. Would you like to complete your thoughts on that before we move on?
I think I should, because of where I left the discussion, and I don't want anybody to actually misunderstand what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is that to begin with, I want to say that, just like I've mentioned, if I can still actually pick up from where I left, is that the cost of higher education generally is considerably low in our public university, and I'm saying that with all sense of humility.
I think you have a call on the line. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is Mohammed calling from Nigeria.
Okay, Manuel, you can go ahead with your
I
contributions.
commend our analysts for trying to take out and trying to tell as much as possible. So I want to talk about this ABC diversification and other party things not allowed to be registered. I think I want to say to the AJC, so now we consider how to be evaluated and promote their strategy. Based on the kind of poverty and radicality of government to discover, they deliver. Because I wonder how can, after somebody just coming and just put on because they have the right to do so. I think this should be stopped. And that will give adjustment to the credibility that we need and promote our democracy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for that. You want to respond to that?
No, I think I'm still having a discussion. If you don't allow me to finish,
Okay, let's finish that.
It's important
Yes,
conclude.
I can see he's concerned about people getting it right.
So what I'm now saying is that aside, I'm talking about what higher education costs in developed countries. But Nigeria is a developing country, and we are going on another different path. Before we arrive at where they are, unfortunately, we are not where they are. So we have to take this route, and because of that, we still have to make sure that people still enjoy up to higher education in a considerably low amount. Before the coming of President Bola Tinubu, higher education was not as expensive as this. The subvention that public university still receive is way higher than what they are receiving now. So in his own wisdom, in order to make sure that the university, how I'm going to put it, he withdraws some kind of support, so to say, he has university go inward and generate resources, and that has led to increase in some university. Kudos to my university, Kwara University, considerably, it is on advert, but considerably we are still paying what we are paying compared to other university. So kudos to our vice chancellor for that. He's doing a wonderful job. Personally, I don't know how this is doing it, but if you look at other university, the money has been increased. Now to people who are not concerned that there are some less privileged that will not be able to meet up with this money, and that was what led to Netfund. Now with Netfund, unfortunately we don't have time. With Netfund, is the money still getting to only the less privileged? I don't want to answer that question.
You see, Dr. Hafiz.
I don't want to answer that
Dr.
question.
Hafiz, you know, I do actually like the fact that, you know, you've been comparing our own education here to those of the other countries. Now, I want to ask something because, you know, in other countries, when they give students loan, there's always this soft landing after graduation, probably some interim job, some sort of way they would be able to pay back all this loan. So, but for us in Nigeria, can we also compare ourselves to them? Because, you know, after work, after school, how do we get a job to pay?
My fear is that is not available. That's my first fear. My second fear is that even these students do not think they are paying back. I won't tell you the concern of students. They do not. I know. I don't want to say this, but I know of students who actually their parents are still paying, and federal government is also paying. I'm telling you, they are collecting school fees at home steadily, and they are still collecting net fund. And to them, they believe that it's federal government money. In fact, one of them even told me that when have I ever seen government recouping from a loan that they have given before? So to them, they are not even seen as a loan. They are seen as what? As a grant. So that is one. But where I'm going is that the issue of loan is used when the education is expensive and is not reachable. And the loan is, I believe, for the poor who actually want to go to school to access it, and they have to pay back. I have established fact that most of them do not see that as what they are paying back. I am sure that almost more than 30% do not think they are paying back anytime soon, and they don't even think that government can make them to pay back. I don't know how government is going to achieve that.
Reality,
that is one.
sure.
Secondly, is that this loan will not be necessary if there are no increments. As much as I enjoy the loan, as much as I like the fact that students are saying no, they are also enjoying. It goes to them. They are not saying, if I don't see why I will be jubilating because of a loan. Have you ever seen somebody who knows he's paying money back and is jubilating because you are borrowing me 10 million? I know I'm going to pay back, and I say, oh, because you are borrowing me, continue. It should tell you that they do not see that as what they are paying back. So, and that is why this jubilation has come to be. But the initiative, the whatever, I think is perfect. In fact, I know, as cheap as this was when I was in the University of Ilorin, as cheap as it was, I know many of my classmates there that struggle to pay. Even with the as low as it is, if we still have this loan, it's still a good one for some students because it will automatically prevent dropout. So, because even when it's 20,000 naira, as low as it is, some people can still not pay. I know students who struggle to go to school on a daily basis, and they want this education. So, in all totality, in all angle, education fund, education loan is, I support it 100%. Now, what it was tagged with, that because of that, second time or not second time, I know who I'm going to vote for second time. I'm not going to say it on the line. I know who I'm going to vote for. But what I'm saying is that tagging it with is because they are not seeing it as a loan.
Let's go on the short commercial break and return. We'll talk more on that. Don't go away.
Start your day and have a good time.
Don't allow me to rearrange my content.
I want to do. By the time reality comes, it also people that think that the government doesn't collect their money. See that non-sale money. You know that now they started collecting bit by bit. Some people, well, but if they still want to do it, there's still a way. Exactly.
àwọn èèyàn bí wọ́n sọ àwọn students mi nínú class wọ́n go wọ́n ti máa lẹ́fọ̀ọ́.
But you know how that will be easier now than when they were collecting this NASA, because now there's BVN, there's NIN.
àwọn òwò bẹ́ẹ̀ student òwò bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ò wá ti bẹ́ẹ̀.
àdé kò dàbí tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n tó yẹ pé ìyábà tó bá wà ní 19 láti máa rí nígbà tí àpèsè máa tó wà lẹ́yìn. So eléyìí kalẹ̀ máa fún
Ayọ̀ nínú bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ń sìn ìgbà tí táìmù ń ṣó 840 lẹ́ǹkan pé advert fẹ́ lọ ní 840 wáyé tí advert yẹn lọ ní 840 tó jọ kò lóòdù ni.
So I load 845.
ó fún rẹ̀
I didn't show 849.
Ayọ̀ kò sí ọ̀nà tẹ́lẹ̀ ló bá tó yẹ pé bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ò ṣó.
so that's why you are correct. You know you said probably they do
Olùkọ́ fẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ rẹ̀ wà ní 720 tó wà wọ́n lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pé kí n lọ kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ. No, tí o bá ti lè máa gbé wá bí tọ̀hún ti máa gbé wá kò rọrùn náà nù. Àgbà BCA.
Ẹjọ́, for what reason on earth are the news department not on DC? What reason? Yes. Ṣọ́ọ̀rẹ́, ọmọ ìyá tó tí mo fi ṣe DCA ni. Mo ní news department. Even this program is not a news program. This is a program for the program department. You ask me again. God forbid you. Right from time I came in with marketing, and I've always been a programs. If you want to ask, go ask all my programs that I'm doing.
Programs are new.
You know, mi ò sí ní news o. Láyé wọn lè ṣe news meeting kan pè mí, and newspaper review is a program. It's not a news department program.
Wait, so you never finish. Buy this lot of Junior and enjoy an extra bonus of special eye. But this good. Let your brand shine. So BFM deal is right on time. Buy more and get more. It's true. Let the whole city hear from you. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity today. Visit SubFM in Lorry today or call 08060 342608. Again, 08060342608. Soap FM Back to School promo. It's a real deal.
Welcome back to the program. It's still today's review of newspaper headlines, editorials, analysis on Toby 101.9 FM. Now we've come to the last leg of the program, and you can still call into the studio with your thoughts. The numbers to call are 0912421019 or 08051899 Doctor, I think Ayubola has a story for you. Ayubola, you can go ahead.
All right. Well, I have this one here that says that gunmen kill army colonel in Abuja and then shot his wife. And this happened, while he was trying to, prevent the whole family actually from being abducted. So I want to ask you, if peradventure, if I were an army wife, I would think that I could sleep with my two eye wire closed. I understand. But what is it? What is happening? Because now Dr. Hafiz Tosin Suleiman, you can say I called your name in full because this question is going to be like, how did we get here where we have armies either been blocked for abduction or, all these stories that we've been hearing?
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, that's where we are in this country. And because of our time, I'll just say one, we have made that venture very profitable. And because it's profitable, it's a cool cash making machine. There is everything we can take away from the last central bank governor. There is one I will never take away. I wish we have achieved that. And it's the issue of cashless policy. That will have helped us to solve corruption and a lot of problems, even insecurity in a bit, where every money can be easily traced. You see that paper cash, as long as money is exchanged, I'm happy to see some stores now that they are saying they are not collecting cash.
We have a call on the line here. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
You're welcome,
Rotimi,
sir.
welcome to the program. What do you...
Concerning the last one, let me say from education is very expensive. So if you get any house to start with money, either by labor or what or you have to use what you are getting to is not what I like. This is not what I think you are doing. So I'm talking about.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. I think he was kind of wondering why, when the last caller called in, where is there a response to that, where he said you have to quickly
No, that was not question.
Yeah.
You asked me if there is a reaction. No, I don't think that was what he's referring to. He was referring to when I was making an explanation and I asked myself a question and I said I'm not going to respond to that.
Okay.
So perhaps he was distracted when I was speaking.
Okay.
So there are questions you don't respond to. Rhetorical questions. The questions are answered on their own. So but I appreciate the fact. But let me also say that sometimes as a teacher, you don't answer all questions. There are some questions you just feel unanswered. You can even ask students to make research on their own and find out. So I'm also challenging Mr. to remember that question and please answer for me. In the United States of America, they plead the fifth. So I'm also pleading.
You are pleading your Fifth Amendment. Oh, really?
So as I was about to answer concerning the issue of insecurity, I just think at Dimbing we have made that venture less lucrative. When the money is changing hands, it's become difficult for people to gather 100 million, all these things. I'm just thinking it may have helped. But unfortunately, we have not handled security issues the way we ought to have handled it. We are now talking about amending our constitution to cater for state policing and the likes. And the rate at it is going, I'm not even impressed. Because of what we are experiencing now, I'm expecting that we'll have solved everything and we'll have blocked the loophole. Fortunately, the issues we are still having are still issues that we may still domestically, stylishly, resolve. But because we react to issues, we are not preventive in nature, and that's what we are. But unfortunately, we are in a state, not even just whatever, everybody is feeling unsafe. It's as if, you understand, God is the one he has not been protecting us, but it's becoming more alarming that even to travel now you think of bad roads, you think of this, you think of that. But by and large, I just think as country, as Nigerians, as country people, we should just do more. We are doing what we are doing is we are talking about it. We should not stop talking. Immediately we stop talking, it means we are not contented with it. So let's keep talking, let's keep calling our government, and let's hope that everything will be solved. Finally, when we are talking about netphone and the break, I was telling you that if you don't allow me to finish.
No, really, you are back here. All right.
And unfortunately, I was not able to finish. But if I may, I will just say that about that loan. I think that loan is good. But I just think that students should be enlightened that it is a loan, not a grant.
Okay.
We have, personally, from moral angle, we are seeing students who are getting money from their parents and who are still collecting that loan. If the loan will be eventually be collected, you understand, it will not be a funny experience, and it will not be then that we will think government is victimizing us. And secondly, I just think that federal government should make sure that the stipend, everything, come as at when due, so that they won't have to be borrowing to pay for another borrow.
Thank you so much, Dr. Suleiman. That brings us to the end of today's edition of today's review of newspaper headlines, editorials, and analysis on Sobi 101.9 FM. Many thanks for staying with us throughout the program. Thank you so much, Dr. Suleiman.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, Ayobola, thank you so much for joining us.
All right, from me, sir, thank you also. And then Mayowa, please come again. Thank you, come again.
Okay, no problem. But do stay informed, stay enlightened. Don't go away. There's much more on Sobi 101.9 FM. Don't go away.
No firewood.
Mr. Mayowa, I thought you would come for me.
In fact, it didn't take long. But I would like the response. Because that man, yes, sir. All right, so come again. As in, thank you. One day, when you go somewhere, you buy them, say thank you. Please come again. I'm going to do the program. Yeah. No, not tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow. I'm coming tomorrow. No, not you. Was that why you came today?
Apẹ̀rẹ̀ kí n sáré ṣe auto update náà tí owó bá ti wọ̀ lára.
Oh, tomorrow is Thursday.
Iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn, màá ṣe cloud backup tó bá ti wá fi owó rẹ̀ sí
so thank you so much. Yes, I'll be here tomorrow in the morning, same time. I only do Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Let me move away from this advert. I only do Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, so I will subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Bye bye.